Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, 31st day of January. Here we go. One more fun halacha just in a post facto add-on to the blizzard. We are now 1 week away from the blizzard. It's over. A lot of streets are narrowed in our area and maybe perhaps some other cities, and travel is a little weird on some of the backed up streets. And let's say this situation happens to you. Can happen in any populated from city, with or without a blizzard, by the way, but here goes. You're walking on Shabbos, and a car pulls up to where you are and needs directions. They need to know if the street is closed up ahead because of the piles of snow, or if they could get through. Or forget blizzard. Let's say they just need directions plain because they're asking you, where's such and such? And you're getting a sneaking suspicion that the person who has just rolled down their window, talking to you and asking for driving directions, is a Jewish person, not observant. So you are in a tricky situation there because a Jewish person is asking you stuff about where to drive their car next. And stuff that you're going to say is going to involve possibly having a Jew do some driving, which is a sin on Shabbos based on your say-so. So what do? They're asking you for directions. You're clearly Jewish. Your answer is going to be judged accordingly. You're from. And here are your choices. Choice number one is to say, to not respond because they're asking you about driving and you don't want to discuss driving with a Jew on Shabbos. So you don't respond, let's say, and they get all insulted and think that observant Jews are rude. Or you just politely give them the directions and you say, oh, it's closed up ahead due to a big snow bank, plowed air in mess. You need to turn right or you're going to, blah, blah, blah. If you tell them that, then you're giving them directions and you're basically helping them drive on Shabbos, and that's helping a Jew sin, and you don't want to do that. And here's one more thing to consider. If you don't give them directions, then you actually might be adding to their driving more because you're not going to tell them that there's a snow bank blocking the street up ahead because you don't want to help them do any sins, so you don't tell them. So they drive up forward and they're mad at you, and now they reach that snowbank which you didn't tell them about, so they end up doing extra driving because of you. So you're kind of stuck, and all options seem not so proper. So poskim discuss this type of situation. Forget the snowbank, but they do discuss this type of situation, and they say that, well, you are in a jam, and the safest thing to answer halachically in that jam is to say to the person something like this. Driving on Shabbos is really not prohibited. It's not allowed, by the Torah. And I would like to help you minimize your driving on Shabbos, so I'd like to suggest the shortest route for you to get back to where you're going. You need to take a right turn here at this corner. That way, you're doing the best that you can in that jam. You're being polite. You're also politely offering admonishment, saying that it's not really appropriate to drive, and you're offering them the quickest way to get out of their driving situation by giving them short, concise directions, which will get them out of their car sooner than if you let them just wander around without giving any directions. So that's what poskim say is the safest thing to do in that awkward situation. And please remember that the more politely you say it, the better it will be received. Especially that part about driving is not allowed on Shabbos. You say it with no malice, no cynicism, no bitterness, no edge, just in a way that seems caring, sincere, polite, and wonderful, and then it has a good chance of being received, and who knows, you could end up doing a fantastic thing by making that Kiddush Hashem, the sanctification of God's name. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.